Good morning, traders. John from Crypto Candlestick Trading. Just having a look at the markets today. 2 minutes past 10 just opened. And not really much is happening at the moment. Well, yesterday we just had that big decline and then a bit of a stalling action. And now we've got a little bit of red showing up. Let's just have a look at what I can see here. Is that... Actually, I'm going to can that and put something else in there. Because if we have a look at this, we can see that... going across from the tops there to the bottom, I'll just show you what I'm looking at in just a sec. So here I'm looking at the bottom of these wicks down here to the top of these wicks here. So there's, that's definitely the support and resistance line that I've been looking at the whole time. And then, but if we bring this down to here, we've got the tops of the bodies here. So convincingly, we have now broken below this support level that's here. So support is now probably or potentially going to become resistance. But, like this kind of comes to that same story again. We're stuck in the middle between the 200 and the 50, and we're in the middle. So we've got, we're broken support, and that's it. So now we're between support and the 50. So depending on which way we're going to break out of here, depends on, how we trade, basically. So, but we can see we've got distribution days, the big selling that's happened here. Could do anything. Let's just, wait until we either break down below here or break up above here. It's just one of those things in the market where we just need to be patient. If we look, kind of back sideways here, it's such choppy action. We don't know which way the market's going. While we're in this sideways sort of movement here, it's so much better just to be out of the market and just wait until we get a clear breakout, either to the upside or the downside. Like, look at this, above the 50, below the 50. This on the daily chart too. Like, this is really messy stuff. This is clean. We came up here and we got rejected perfectly. Here, this trend line here, it's clean. Like we came up, we tested it and failed. Come up another go, failed. Here we break through, then we found support on it. Now we're broken below it. So that's, telling a pretty negative story from here. Let's just have a very quick look and see what we're doing on the weekly chart. Yeah, we've still got that, beautiful looking reversal there. That's a, so let's just have a look over here. We've got the top here, we've got engulfing. Harami saying that buying has stopped. Then we've got an engulfing, spinning top sort of thing. The piercing, or actually that's engulfing to the north side. Engulfing at the top, I don't really like them very much. And, the way I see that it's at the top is how much of the run we've had, how far away we are from the 50 and the 200. And here you can see that we're still a fair way away from the 50 and the 200. We've got engulfing at the top, which is a pretty negative sign. Then we've got a massive engulfing to the south side, closing below the 9. And so if we've got a high, a low, a lower high, and now a lower low broken, so this is now confirmed a shorter term downtrend, and that's exactly what we've got. And then straight away bouncing up to 50, nice up there, and then we're getting engulfing. So we've got dojis, spinning tops, then we're getting engulfing. So up here we've got a lot of negative sort of stuff here. But have a look at this here. If this finishes up like this candle here on Monday morning, this is a perfect reversal. Let's just have a look at that on the monthly chart. And actually, we'll just go to the 10 minute. We'll go to the monthly and the 1 month. And let's just, so here, this is that exact reversal pattern that I'm talking about on the monthly chart. And here it is again. We've got two massive reversals happening up here on the monthly. That's not looking very good. You don't get those, two big reversals like that and get away with it usually. So here, this sort of rejection at this level here, let's have a closer look at that and see what that looks like. So I always like to buy the red to green or green to red moves and stuff like that. So here on the monthly chart, when it went up, I started thinking short straight away or negative when this turned red. And, being red at the moment, this could quite easily head down to, just look at it for one candle. If it did the same as what it did last month, the low was 37.2 and the high was 48.2. So, big changes. So if we're only at 43,000 and we want to come down, even if we come down but not quite beat that low there, that's still 38,500, 37,500. So, there's some good gains to be made to the downside if this does choose to go that way. But here, the candle's not finished yet, not by any means. It's only 8 days into the month. So this candle's only 8 days old. But here we've got three massive big, red candles. Up here an attempt, and then three massive again. Then we've got two and a red candle. So, let's just have a look at this. If we got two and then a red candle, have a look at the range that was on this. Let's look at the high, 52,888. Let's just call that 53. And then we've got the low was 39.6. Let's call it 40. So 53 to 40. So we've got 13,000 in that one there. And here we've got a high 47.6, let's just call it 48, and the low 43. So 43, so it's only 5,000. There's still another 8,000 somewhere to go up. That's if it's going to do what it did here. But I mean, you can see here that this candle here, it's just another normal month in the charting, in the crypto. This one here, where could we expect it to go? If there's another 5,000 outside of this range, it could be the upside, could be the downside, But so far with these reversals here happening like this, I'm not looking the upside. I'm not looking, like the upside is a good thing. It could do it, because we're making higher highs, higher lows. But we got massive reversal. This is, to me, this looks like a 20, an attempt to the 20 or something. You can't have massive reversals like this and not get anything out of it. Anyway, that's in my experience. I mean, like, let's just have a look at what happened up here. We've got a 2 candle pullback. Nice. We've got a doji. Look out. No, it's still going all right. We've got a hangman spinning top. Okay, still trading up. And then all of a sudden we've got our first close below the 9 after a doji. What's that say? That's reversal. So as soon as we see that, here we've got a piercing signal, but here we've got a doji. Straight away after the doji, engulfing below, and then look what happened. So it went from there. So even if so, what's that? 6,800, and then the low was half price. And then it's just here we've got reversal. These are significant reversals. This is either going to go sideways or negative. Like from my experience anyway. We'll just have to wait and see. But for those those sort of charts, we'll just have to wait and see. You can only trade what it offers you at that time, and at the moment it's really not offering us very much positive stuff. On the monthly chart and even on the weekly chart, that's reversal, man. Like we got reversals up here. Look at that, engulfing, harami, engulfing, closing below, engulfing, dojis, indecision, engulfing, and now we're down here, and we've got this, like we just saw on the monthly, this candlestick pattern here. This is what they call an evening star. It goes up, let's say there's 100 traders in here. It goes up, then we got indecision, and then all we need is 51 traders to, exit and stay out of the trade, so that this closes more than 51% below, the trading range or the high of that candle body. And, if it does that, this is reversal. And what do we expect from a reversal? More downside. Right, traders, that's it for that one. Let's have a look at a few others. So I actually ended up getting out last night. I set tighter stops, and I thought to myself, I'll wait to get back into the market if it shows me more negatives. And what I was looking at with Bitcoin that I didn't like, that was actually on the 4-hour chart that I didn't like it. And what did I see on the 4-hour chart? So what I did have a look at on the 4-hour chart. So here we've got the close, looking up the top there, we've got 43,321. We've got the open here, which is 43,335. So it gapped up on the open. I didn't like that very much after a massive decline, hitting the 200 there, or close to hitting the 200 anyway. And we've got previous support and resistance over here. So somewhere around this kind of area here, I was looking at for support and resistance, off that there. Can it keep going down? Yes. Can it reverse and head up? Yeah. But like what I'm looking at here is if this goes up, so this previous support now becomes new resistance. So after bouncing on off this line here around the 200 mark, stochastics coming out of oversold. So it's looking pretty good, but it's only looking good for a small rise. So at this stage, but it's just sideways choppy action. We just need to be looking out for, the sideways choppy action. Actually, I might even see if I can take that back a little bit further. Yeah, kind of almost makes it. I don't know. You can kind of see that there's a little bit of support around this area here, and it's come down and touched that support in that area. It might come back down and have another go at the 200, but we'll wait and see. All right, let's just have a look at a few of these other ones. Yep, that's looking pretty good on the 4-hour chart. Let's go to the daily chart so we can get a better look. Yep, that's looking pretty good. The volume, it could go for another run. This one here. This one here, bouncing on the 50. Yep, that's looking all right actually. Let's just have a look to see if there's anything there like that I'm kind of missing. Here we've got resistance, and then we've got resistance, bang, breakthrough. Now we've got support on resistance. It's not really quite a rocket boost or anything. Yep, not really all that excited about it. There's just it's only okay, you know, like it's definitely not. Just looking at where Bitcoin is, it's not trade worthy, that's for sure. Here, coming down, bang, gone up, and then failed. The breakout failed, and here we are. So this is the sort of thing that I'm looking at to short. You know, if we see, but stochastics coming out oversold, but we're below the downtrend line again. We've had one attempt to get above it, and we failed. And anyway, so now big failure. Now we've come up and we're testing that downtrend line and the 50 at the same time. If on the shorter term time frame we get shorting material here, I'll probably end up having a look at it. Here, so look at that, you know, same again, you know, down, up, and failed. So, you know, how far can this failure go down? You know, so down here, who knows? You know, it'd be interesting to see where we go. So at the moment, it's just sideways choppy action. Here, nice bounce on the 50. Big selling around here. Stochastics are oversold though. Yeah, you know, like this, it's just confusing, choppy sort of action, which, you know, like I don't like to get involved in really. If I do, it's only for, you know, short times. Get in, make your money, get out. Here, up, then down, closing below the downtrend line and the 50. Here, this is the sort of thing that I'm looking for shorting material. You know, like here, you know, whereabouts is it going to go? Like at the moment, there's congestion, it's tight, and it's going to break out explosive in one direction or the other. So, you know, like if we get a nice breakout to the upside, great. Well, we can have a look at that. If all of a sudden we start seeing, you know, on the shorter term time frames, you know, engulfing, closing below the moving averages and stuff like that, or even below the 50, you know, we can probably start looking at shorting. I'll just have a look at a few of these other ones. Yeah, all green at the moment, but look at that. Look at that. That's exactly what I was talking about with that. You know, this is an evening start. Perfect doji, bang, decision made. Let's have a look to see if we can draw any support and resistance lines at that area where it's at now. Yeah, yes and no, not really. It's more so there. Yep, you know, but that's failure. That's, you know, yep, big selling coming in. Stochastics gone down. Turning up a little bit at the moment though. But is there any real reason for it to turn up here? I just can't really see it, you know. I just there, no, you know, like I mean, I can see that there's support there and resistance there. Got two breaches of it here. Yeah, I don't know, like you know, basically, let's just have a look at what's happened. It's gone up to the 200, attempted and failed, and the failure is a lot stronger than the attempt. Let's have a look. We are on the daily chart. Yep. Look at that. So the same again. So there's our support and resistance line as it is. We're you know, well and truly below that. So now support at the 50 and resistance at this previous long box that I just had then, or this particular line here. Yeah, you know, like we are going to see some movement when we see it. Let's chase it, but you know, like only when we see it. Like there's nothing to trade now. You know, we can't be buying or selling at the moment because there's no confirmation as to which way it's going to go. Nothing there. You know, that's at the 50. Here we've got support and resistance. So look at that. So with dot's probably the best really. Got a low, a high, a high, a low. Now we're breaking through that, which is good. So here we can clearly see that that's what that is. Now it's gone up. Now what usually happens here? Support becomes resistance, or resistance becomes support. So in this case, resistance, breakthrough, now becomes support. Perfect. With that massive decline, yep, I don't know. I'm just not comfortable with being in anything at the moment. You know, if it was like this, I'd be comfortable getting in it. You know, if it was like this, you know, like I'd be looking at short in there because, you know, if you look at this over here, right, we've had a nice pop up to there and we've got indecision straight away, indecision again. You know, if this one here opens up, I'm sure I went short here. Yeah, and, you know, like if this, you know, here, it's between a rock and a hard place. You know, it's getting so tight and congested. You know, it's got a doji. There's a massive argument that's happened here that we can't see and we don't know about. But, you know, like there was, you know, some people that desperately thought that, yes, we're going up from here. And so they were buying. And others thought, no way in the world, I'm taking profits. Anything that touches up here, I'm taking profits. And then bang, the profit takers won. But, you know, like we can have a look over here. If there's no more support or pressure, buying pressure, pop it through there, you know, or even if there is, and then all of a sudden it comes down and goes through and makes a red candle, the beginning of the red candle, that's your entry to short right there. Simply because of the dojis and stuff, you know, like what happened before that. You'll find that most of my short positions are in this tight, congested area where there's nowhere else to go. They've attempted and they're running out of so much strength to push up. You know, very rarely do I get it wrong. And, you know, and then it just goes down from here. So keep your eye out on these sort of entries here. You know, when it comes up to, you know, like when it's broken down below the moving averages and come up, and then I'm looking for the down. Like if I was to get into this one here, like let's say I went short here with my stops above there, I'd still be in the trade. If I didn't, if I had missed this trade here, and then all of a sudden it's gone green, then I'm thinking, man, this is the reversal. This is the reversal. Okay, we've got two reversals. If this green now goes red, I'm going to consider that this is the same entry as yesterday. So bang in there, short from there on, stops above the swing high. Bang, away you go. You know, and you would have done well. And I'm looking for the same thing here. You know, if I'm buying there and got my stops below the swing low or below this candle, then, you know, like, or even if I missed this here, like that there is a morning star signal. Bang, buy it. You know, like even if you were to buy here with your stops below here, you would have done all right. Anyway, that was just me going off on a tangent there. So, okay, look at that. Beautiful. Here we are down. So we've got support on the 50. Let's just wait and see what that support does. You know, I'm just waiting to see what Bitcoin does. You know, one thing that we do see every now and then is some of the other cryptos go for a run while Bitcoin's waiting to see what it's going to do. And at the moment, you know, like it's too tight of an area. Oh, this kind of looks pretty good. And the only reason why this looks pretty good is because have a look at the support that it's got on this line down here. By the way, I can't trade it anyway, so it's not even worth looking at. But, you know, here we've got a downtrend line. It's gone up and then come down and performed perfectly on the downtrend line. And it's closed above the 50 again, which is good. Stochastics coming out oversold. It's good. You know, so there are a few good things about this one here. I don't like that big, wide and loose trading up there. You know, here, if anything, we're probably going to pop up, you know. I don't know, it's only going to be about 20% gain anyway, but, you know, that's not a problem. That's good. I like 20% gains. Here, up, then down. Yep, nothing. Same again, nothing. You know, like it's just, what are we going to do with that? Did we come back down? Just a minute. Let's have a look at something over here. Let's just have a look at that and see if there's anything. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. So we've come down, you know, gone up, touched, and then we've got like a double bottom sort of thing, even though this breached the lows here, which big money would have done to get rid of all the weak sellers that had their stop losses below there and there, and to get cheap coinage. And then now they've gone up, taken it up. What do we got here? Fill. And then straight back down, big sell-off, down to this area here, bang. So yeah, this is good. I do like this. You know, if Bitcoin's in a bull market, I am looking out for these. These are my first go-to for buying when Bitcoin's in a bull market. So let's say Bitcoin's broken out and then, you know, doing a little bit of a pullback after a nice big breakout, and then we're pulling back too. So I'm looking for the most, okay, so we're broken up here and we're up here, now we're pulling back. So the first thing I'm looking for when we're pulling back is what's on the left-hand side. Where's the most recent high? And then, you know, I draw a line from that most recent high across, and then look at that perfectly. You know, this happens so often when we're looking at these kind of trading things with Bitcoin being in a bull market. Yeah, I do like that one, but not now where Bitcoin is. Here, yep, that's looking pretty good too. That's it's looking similar to what I was just talking about. Incoming call. Nope. Okay, so let's just have a look at that one there. Okay, so we've got a low, a high, bang, broken through. Look at this. This is the sort of thing that I'm looking at for a buy. So we're broken through. We've got a pullback, doji sort of thing. You know, another doji sort of thing. After this, you know, I'm looking for, you know, like I'd be thinking, right, I've got to break, you know, breaking out. We'll pull back a little bit, and from here, once this is pulled back, you know, like a couple of days like this, if I'm not in the trade yet, I'm looking for the red to green move. If we got a 2 candle day pullback like that and it's indecision, but the decision's been made, look at that. We've got stochastics coming out oversold from this low. We've got good volume accumulation coming in here. We've got an increase in volume, closing above the 50, pull back a couple of days, and then bang, in. Somewhere around here, I would have been in the game for sure. And then going up to there, but look at that, hit previous resistance perfectly, and then down. What's this? Oh yeah, there you go. I was in this one. So it'll be interesting to see what price I get in at, you know, exactly. I wonder if it was down here, but that's the sort of trade that I'll be looking for. If we're looking at this here, yeah, look at that engulfing, closing above there. Nice. You know, here's that morning star signal. Nice. Inverted hammers. Nice. Yep, good. Yeah. Anyway, traders, that's probably enough for me. And enough for you anyway. You probably heard enough of my voice. Here, look at that. You know, beautiful. You know, this is the sort of thing I'm looking at. It comes down here, closed below the 50. comes back up and attempts to go above the 50. But as soon as we get up to here, 1, 2, 3 kind of candles, you're looking at it. It's pushing, trying. And there's so much money trying to go back into the market. This is the mums and dads going, oh, it's going to go, it's going to go, it's going to go. And big money as their orders here. If any price gets up to here, sell it. You know, I want to sell some of my coin. I sell. Remember, they got bucket loads of this stuff. So, you know, if you go up to there, anyone who wants to buy, they got sell orders in right there, and then that's what happens. That's why I'm going, you know, after we see a big rise like this and then a collapse break through the 50, I'm always looking for, you know, like decline after that. Exactly the same as I'm looking at when it goes above the 50 and pulls back a little bit. Here, nice solid closing, engulfing closing above. Let's pull back a little bit. I'm looking around about here somewhere to go long. The only problem that I get wrong is in these times is I try to get in sometimes too early. And if I get in too early, you know, I mean, like it's okay if I have a red day or whatever, I mean, that's okay, just as long as I didn't get stopped out. But if I was getting into here, say somewhere around here, and my stops below here, I wouldn't have been bothered anyway. So let's just say you were to buy here, and your stop is 10% away. Let's just say hypothetically, 10% away. So you got a 10% stop away from there, and now you've gone up. So that is $3.30, say for example, and then that's $4. You know, like let's say after this, you know, you got out here. Let's just say you got out here. So $4.60, and it was what we say $3.30 to $4.60. That's $1.30. You know, that's some pretty good gains right there. You know, I wouldn't be complaining with those whatsoever. And then straight away, you know, if you were to sell there, of course you wouldn't be buying back in here because, you know, there's a wide and loose trading. But bang, as soon as this goes below here, I'm thinking, righto, can I short this? I can short sushi actually where I'm trading, and then I'm looking for failure. I'm looking for weakness here. And then as soon as I see weakness, bang, I want to open the short and put my stops. But I don't want to put my stops just above this high. I want to put it a little bit more above this high, because I often find that with this one here, it will come up and beat this previous one, just to take out anyone that's got short positions open going down, because they want to get rid of any other short sellers so that they can get the best price for their coin, and away they go. That's just how the big money plays. But we can definitely see the support along here and support now at the 200. You know, we come down here, doji, you know, that's a morning star, beautiful morning star, and then we're going engulfing straight away. You know, there's still weakness in this market. Right, traders, 22 minutes in. I said it was going to be a quick one, sorry. All right, I hope you have a good day. If you have any problems with your charts or whatever, let me know. Always happy to help. Talk to you again soon.